Hello there, welcome gents, my name's Bo Waldron and welcome to this inbox review. We're going to be taking a look at today the British Heavy Tank Conqueror Mark II. This is in 1/35 scale and it is by Dragon. Their black label, smart kit and all that. So let's have a dive in and have a little look. Now this kit is around about the £50 mark. You could probably get it cheaper. It was new tooled in 2015, so not that particularly old. But let's have a straight look at the hull section, our big piece just here. Now what you'll see is, you know, it's quite a nice smooth surface. I'm not 100% sure if it's got a texture or not. Do your research on that. You might want to add some if you want, but the detail is looking, you know, quite crisp. I mean, we do have bolts and stuff on here, as you can see, all sorts of raised detail, some vents here at the back, hopefully, as you can see just there. We've got the bottom part of the hull, and as you can see, we've got more detail moving along as we go around just here as well. Just on the underside, we've got no ejector pin marks underneath here, which is quite good to see. And again, we have that lovely detail also, and a little bit of detail on the underside itself. Looking at the fit, because these are two big pieces here, so we can have a little look at the fit, and it does seem to nicely clip in there with not really any gaps going on there. So fit does look, as a quick one there, not too shabby. We do have the turret section, and we got this sprue here, which I'll also show you as well. We got the top underside turret section just here, and we've also got all your sort of little bits and bobs and hatches going on as well, all the way along there, as well as all this lovely detail, as well as mirrors. We've got some sort of MG going on there, which does have quite a nice bit of detail in there also. We've got the top part of the turret, which again, I'm not feeling any texture on there. I don't know if that's accurate or not, but we do have some really nice big sort of hexagonal bolts just on there, looking well detailed. I am noticing that this, where is it? I can just feel, just sort of here, like there's some sort of join line here where they've brought the molds together, and I can just feel that kind of almost like a bit of flash, a bit of a step, and that does seem to go around around this piece as well, and probably comes down to here probably. So maybe a little bit of sand in there just to get rid of that, but it doesn't look too much of a big deal. And we can also bring, again, this kit kind of gives us a nice little idea how this is going to fit without actually doing anything. But as you can see, that's on there. I mean, once it's glued in and maybe a bit of test fitting or something, you know, that should hopefully, I don't see there's going to be major problems just there, but you know, you might have a little bit of filling and sanding, but all looking good just there. We have our skirts, as well as some you know, tool bins or something like that, which, as you can see, you've got all sorts of like catches and everything on there, which do look well detailed for those bins. We do have our skirts as well. No ejector pin marks, by the way, in any sort of nasty places, even on these skirts where you probably wouldn't see anything, but no ejector pin marks running along there. Detail looking pretty good as well, as you can see. You've got all sorts of little bits of detail going on there as well, and some other little bits and bobs with detail on there. Hopefully, as you can see, looking pretty good. We do, I think that's the driver's hatch. There is ejector pin marks underneath there, but I think the driver's one slides across rather than kind of flaps up, so we shouldn't see that. We then have quite a couple of duplicate sprues with this, right? We have what looks to be the main gun, the first half of the main gun. We have like our drive wheels as well. Flip these over, you can see the detail on them as well. and all sorts of, again, lots of little bits and bobs when it comes to armored vehicles. But the detail does seem to be there. There's 2 sprues for that, and then we have like road wheels, which we have 4 identical sprues for this. I do like the road wheels on this kit. You do have some quite nice fine little bits of detail on these road wheels, hopefully, as you can see there. Those 2 halves go together, which should be nice. Then we have a bit of suspension and stuff. Yes, there's a bit of flash, but it's not like major flash going on there, but all looking good. One thing about this kit, we do only have like the option of the rubber tracks, right? Personally, I do just like the ones that you just glue together. Don't like rubber tracks personally, but they do the trick, but you do only have that one option. And then we also have like a cover for the gun as well, which has all sorts of kind of bolts and stuff on there as well, so rather cool. Then we've got the little bits that come with this kit. So we have the very tiny amount of decals, so not much decaling as you would expect from armored vehicles, but they do look good. They do look like they're in registry and all numbered up, and no sort of real issues or problems looking at them. We have our glass parts. They look nice and clear and should be good, and there's not many of them anyway, so don't worry about it. And then probably some sort of a toe-in something going on there. It's nice that it's metal and not string, so probably quite good. So that's all your little bits and bobs. Let's have a look at the instructions. So with the instructions, we have a nice sort of picture on the front, as well as showing you all the different sprues. It is a bit of a fold out one as well. We do have some sort of color call outs, but not much going on with this kit, to be honest with you. As you kind of look through it, it does look like it's going to get you there in the end. It does sort of show you how it goes together, but I'm not seeing like color call outs for the individual pieces, which is a bit of a shame. You kind of got to do your research and find out, you know. I mean, I know it sounds stupid, what color is the MG? Yes, I mean, you're probably going to do like some sort of gunbolt metal, but it doesn't tell you what color and whatnot, so it's a bit of a shame when they don't do that. But looking at it, it's going to be a pretty simple tank build, doing all your road wheels and stuff and gluing them to the hull. 2 hull pieces coming together, pretty simple, with all your lots of bits and bobs and all sorts of stuff that you put on over the hull. Very quick to just show you how the tracks go on, but I suppose they are kind of quite simple to do. And then we turn this over, and then it'll show you how to do the turret, which, as you can see, it's pretty sort of straightforward. It should be kind of like a pretty quick build-ish, just to quickly build it. And I'm not seeing any sort of major problems or any potential fit issues going on with that. And then we have 2 sets of markings, pretty much the same paint scheme and everything. 1960, the 7th Armour Brigade, and a 1967 one as well. It does show you some colour markings there, but it only shows you Mr. Hobby, but it's actually going off and kind of saying mix 70% of this, mix 30% of that. So I'd go off and just find the manufacturer that has the right colour for it. But other than that, not looking too bad. Overall, I've got to say, the detail does look good. No nasty ejector pin marks in nasty places, no major flash or anything like that. The decals are pretty simple and easy. The paint scheme is like, you know, all over one color, should be pretty simple. The only thing, if I was to kind of niggle about anything, is just having just the rubber road tracks. I do like it when they give you the option to have the ones that you kind of glue on, and you can be a bit more dynamic with it rather than the rubber ones. Not a big fan, but apart from that, I suppose the price isn't bad. It's quite a big tank, and it's kind of a new-ish sort of new toolish as well. 2015 isn't bad. So other than that, hopefully, you know, this will help you decide whether you want to go off and buy this kit or not. But as always, until next time, my name is Boy Waldron, this is Chase Models, and I hope you've enjoyed.